I hit the red button that does the recording.
Gregander.
Hello.
I'm glad to see that you're here.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see you here. I mean, you know, they said they had the interview with you. I wasn't actually sure if you were gonna, you know, crawl out of the grave, as you evidently have.
As many of you know, I recently suffered a brutal heart attack. Luckily, I was able to survive with no surgeries.
Oh.
And I realized what it was that did it to me. It's the same thing that got Linda Carlson. You see, the wokeness invaded her heart, and it crusted it over. But I am more powerful than Linda Carlson is, because she is a weak person. And what you see, what I've done is I have overcome the wokeness. They've been able to harness its power. You see, I had a face-off with my nemesis in the media. We had a face-off, and I took his face off.
Right. Excuse me, are we safe to be in the room with this guy? Hello, might I say you smell ravishing for a corpse?
Thank you. I don't know what that means.
I was told that this was an interview. Do you have questions for me, or?
Yes. Why are you evil?
Well, I will say that we've had some criticisms of our platform for the Radical Party. Our general policy, of course, is the upending of all things, the status quo, in the hopes that eventually we'll find something better than the awful world in which we now live. Can I help you?
Sorry, I was putting a curse on your knee.
Oh. Well, can I make an appointment with my doctor after this? Thank you, Karen.
What Western medicine has no bearing over my powers. So, one thing that I'm trying to think about right now is what you're doing with the transgender children. I happen to have evidence somewhere in my papers that tells me that you have used transgender operations on immigrant children in prisons, in school prisons.
Are you claiming that I personally have been the one doing this, or that my party generally has advocated for this as a policy?
You personally have been giving the transgender illegals operations on the children.
Okay, listen, first of all, that was one time in high school, and second of all, I never actually got a medical degree, so it can't really be counted as an operation, really. It's just sort of a thing that happened.
They're mutilating the children. They're mutilating the children.
I will have you know, she was very happy with how that went. Please, you already got one knee. I don't need a second.
I need to get the other one.
I only have 8 of these.
Finish your thoughts, sir.
As I was saying, she was very happy with how that well, again, not technically an operation. She was very happy with how it turned out. She served the rest of her presence. She got off with parole, actually. I happen to know her still. She's a close friend.
Well, that's brilliant. I'm very happy.
She was also not a minor at the time, so that was inaccurate reporting in the media.
That's excellent. I want to make sure that you're comfortable here for the rest of the interview, so I'm gonna put a little spell on you to make you comfortable.
I'd really prefer that we didn't do any more spell casting, sir.
You should be nice and comfortable now.
I most certainly am not.
It's okay.
I'm gonna wake up any minute now.
So, what I'd like to ask you now is about racism.
Okay.
You say that one major hurdle for you getting elected is that people are racist towards spiders.
Yes, absolutely, that's the case.
Now, generally, I eat spiders every day.
Oh, lovely, good to know.
So, not you. I don't eat gamos. That would curse me with your. I don't want that.
On one hand, I'm grateful, but on the other hand, I'm insulted.
I I'm not ashamed of my homophobia.
I suppose, in for a penny, in for a pound.
What is this fancy foreign spider talk that you've got?
Well, it's English, you know.
No, we speak English here in the swamp. It's you filthy immigrants that are making the country poor and dirty.
Some people don't speak English in the bog specifically. I was thinking they speak Bogish, but it's just...
We could do part of this interview in Bogish if you'd like.
I'd really prefer that we didn't actually...
Or Germbelekers Gavler Burmlabargen or Tootly Verb
sorry, I've got a very heavy accent. Sorry. Ilgig Dogo Spildogen Spingurgle Go Giggle.
Very good. Very good. Now, one thing that you did recently was
Karen,
you
is my
tweeted.
hair okay?
You posted a tweet denouncing the actions of New York financier Jeff Epstein.
Yes.
Now, he is a personal friend of mine, and I know that he's not always had the best financial advice. But what could he have possibly done to you personally that would make you so offended?
Well, I will say that your friendship with Jeffrey Epstein does actually make some sense, in retrospect. It's not what he's done to me personally.
Uh-oh.
I happen to know that there's been some things that he's done to some other people.
Did something happen with New York financier Jeff Epstein?
For the sake of my own health and safety, I don't think that I want to be the one to inform you.
Dan, did something happen with Jeff?
You can speak, honey. It's okay.
What happened with Jeff?
Your good old buddy Jeff. Well, there was some issues at his island with children.
Yeah, well, he had an island. Who doesn't have an island?
With children.
Well, yeah, the man loved kids. He was such a...
No, I think he loved them a little too much.
Well, where is he now?
He also liked making money off them, too.
Where is Jeff? I want to talk to him. I want to see what's happened.
I think you gave up your chance with that when you crawled back out of the grave.
What happened with Jeff, Dan?
So, like, there was a rope, and I think he, like, slipped and fell, and it tightened around his neck.
Jeff is dead?
I mean, on the bright side, you were dead, and you were fine.
Coming to think of it now, I probably haven't seen him since before the pandemic.
Yeah.
What about Jelaine? Jelaine Maxwell, what's going on with her?
Can we move on? Do you have other sort of, can I ask, actually?
Okay.
What was being dead like?
I never died. I just had a minor accident where my heart was no longer functioning.
Oh, yeah, minor accident?
Not with... I am not associated with any of the dealings of my former friend, Jeff Epstein.
Right. Well, it's been...
I have more questions for you.
Okay, but when can we wrap this up?
So, one thing that I've always admired about you is that you fight for working people.
Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes. It depends.
But the problem with trying to fight for working people is that you don't give enough tax breaks to the rich.
Right. That has been a criticism, especially from rich people. They've often said that despite having a lot of money, they'd rather have more. And so we in the Radical Party fundamentally believe that change is the most important thing, and that generally speaking, because the world sucks so much, if we just upend everything in government and our lives and everything, eventually, if we just make enough radical changes, we will find a world that's better. So oftentimes the people who are winning in our current system, like people who are rich or popular, don't really like us very much. But the vast majority of people, who are suffering, are big fans of radically changing
Have you
things, and that's what
considered that maybe if you supported rich people more, they'd give you more money and then you'd win an election?
Karen, can we make an appointment with the strategy people from the party? I think they might have just had an idea.
There we go.
Have we tried giving capitalism a try?
There we go. It's all coming together.
Oh, sorry. Karen just said that capitalism is what we live in right now. See, again, the Radical Party is about radical change, and so we couldn't really do something that's already happening.
How about this? I will write you a check for $30 million if you say that you will just go after the billionaires. You'll tax them more, but you're gonna keep with the capitalism.
Sorry. Do you have $30 million?
Of course I do.
You have $30 million making this sort of stuff?
I give $30 million a week to Darius Romney's campaign.
What am I being a politician for? I should be doing whatever you're doing.
Well, you're about to make $30 million. So it must be paying something.
But hold on. You said, what do I have to say?
You just have to say that you'll tax billionaires, but you'll keep capitalism.
Oh, okay. I promise that I will tax billionaires and I will sheep capitalism. Thank you.
Now I'm just gonna sign this in your blood real quick.
Oh gosh. No thank you. Can we have a pen? Does anyone have a normal pen?
I'm just gonna extract it from your ear.
Oh, I don't like that. Please, no.
Here.
I don't want it. I'm gonna Karen, wherever my right is.
Well, that happened.
Okay, I can end it now.
Yeah.